A war has now begun in Europe. We will bring you all the latest live coverage on the ground in Kiev and reactions from around the world as Europe faces a crisis on a scale not seen since World War II. Sasha, good to see you. Let's now go over to Brussels. The European Union denounced Vladimir Putin. NATO has condemned UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson speaking there in the House of Commons. How challenging do you think it's going to be for diplomacy talks by Western leaders to try to end this and to also find this consensus amongst the EU 27 member states? To support the sector's growth, many governments and energy providers are looking to the new frontier of offshore wind. You're watching Euronews Tonight. I'm Mariam Zaidi, and these are the headlines this hour. A failure of leadership and a serious failure to observe high standards. Sue Gray's report into Downing Street parties during COVID lockdown is finally made public.
I want to say sorry. And I'm sorry.
Boris Johnson says he's sorry and commits to make changes in Downing Street. But opposition leader Keir Starmer calls him a man without shame and says he must go. Good evening. Pressure is mounting on Prime Minister Boris Johnson following the long-awaited publication of a report investigating Downing Street lockdown parties. Well, for more on this, we're now joined by Alistair Campbell, the former Director of Communications and Strategy for former Prime Minister Tony Blair. Mr. Campbell, good to have you on the programme. It's now my absolute honour and pleasure to invite the former heavyweight champion of the world and a son of Ukraine. Please come to the stage, Vladimir Klitschko. Mr. Klitschko, please. Vladimir, just this last question, very, very quickly. Is this fight for Ukraine the biggest fight of your life?
It's not just about my life. It's about life of millions of Ukrainians. It touches all of us, and it's extremely important for all of us. So let's stay together in one front against this aggression, against the evil. And eventually, we will conquer and win. We will conquer the evil, and we will. We will prevail because our will is stronger than any army and any weapon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Slava Ukraini. Thank you so much to Jonathan, Marta, and of course, the former heavyweight champion of the world, Vladimir Klitschko. It's a massive week in European football with the Champions League semi-final second legs getting underway. Now, tonight's game sees Liverpool travel to Villarreal with the Reds holding a 2-0 advantage from the opening leg. Sports editor Andy Rubini is here to preview this crucial tie. I know, really looking forward to this match. So Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, he's really told his players to play a top game tonight against Villarreal. They have this 2-goal buffer. What do you think his tactics are going to be tonight then? Today we're going to be wrapping our brains, yes, all puns intended, around front-of-pack labelling reform. Is it fit for the future? It might be Big Brother. No, I've got to say this. It might be Big Brother, but unfortunately technology is here. And if you avoid technology,
we came to the point, Mariam. We came to the point. They call it Big Brother. I call it opportunities and threats. Opportunities for people. Can I talk?
At COP26, you said that you don't want to leave a world behind where your grandchild, your 1-year-old grandchild, will have no food or water. So perhaps about 3 years ago, before this pandemic, before Brexit, before fuel shortages, that might have seemed like political theatre on your behalf. But right now, we're actually living through actual crises. It's just weeks till the UK will have a new Prime Minister. But which Conservative MP will fill Boris Johnson's shoes? Euronews correspondent James Thomas joins me now. Let's come to those who are, of course, vying to replace Boris Johnson then. You've got Liz Truss, who has, or seems to have, the momentum over Penny Mordaunt. Former Chancellor Rishi Sunak, he seems to have his golden ticket. Who's going to make it to this final 2-round today? EU membership, as we know, is a very lengthy process. Balkan says, of course, as you were saying as well, they've been looking to join. So how will it be seen then if Ukraine gets there faster than they do? EU leaders have approved candidate status for Ukraine in a hugely symbolic move that puts the war-torn country on its path towards EU membership.